Hello and welcome to Synergy Path Tarot 777. I wanted to use this question deck that I have here. I am going to list the description of all the decks that I'm using in this reading today in the description box. But I'm going to pull 3 cards from this deck here that have questions on them and then let you choose what question you would like answered the most by Spirit. I'm also going to put some colors down that you could choose from as well, and that will help you choose what question you would like answered. Or if there's multiple questions you would like answered by Spirit, please feel free to look at that pile as well. Let's see. So we're going to start off by picking 3 cards. We already have 2 coming out here. Just flip these over. So let's grab one more. I am going to list the name of the decks that I'm using in this reading in the description box. Spirit, could we have one more card? Could we have one more card, please, Spirit? Let's take this one here. All right, so you can see the questions we have. The first question we have is 2 paths. What happens if I take this action, and what effect will it have on my life? And this card has the number 9 on it. So with this question here, it looks like there's path A and path B. So there's going to be 2 messages here for this one question. So you get kind of 2 answers, depending on what path you take. All right, so 2 paths. What happens if I take this action, and what effect will it have on my life? All right, so that's the first question card we have, number 9. The second one we have is, what advice can help me love myself more? And this card has the number 47. It's the number 47 card. What advice can help me love myself more? And the last card we have is the number 32 card. What did this person come, or why did this person come into my life? All right. Seem like some pretty good questions. All right, so for those of you that would like to choose a question using a color, let me grab some colors here. So let's see. For the third pile, we're going to use the color blue. For the second pile, we're going to use the color green. And for the first pile, we're going to use the color pink. I think these are going to stay down, so do it like that. So if you're feeling called to one color more than the other, then go with that pile. So we have pile number 1, which is the pink pile that asks the question, 2 paths. What happens if I take this action, and what effect will it have on my life? And there's going to be 2 different answers, one for path A, one for path B. Then we have the second pile with the color green. And this question is, what advice can help me love myself more? And then we have pile number 3 with the question, why did this person come into my life? All right, so take the time and decide which pile you would like to read a reading for. And like I said, if you're resonating with more than one of the questions, feel free to listen to that pile as well. I'll see you at your pile. All right, for those of you who chose the first question, 2 paths, what happens if I take this action, and what effect will it have on my life? This is going to be your reading. Also, if you resonated with the color pink as well. So we're going to go ahead and choose what will happen. Excuse me. What will happen if you choose path A? So let's see. What will happen if you choose path A? So you could be asking this, it's going to be different. Maybe you're asking about a person. Maybe you're asking about a relationship. Maybe you're asking about, a job. It could be many different things that you're asking about if you take path A versus path B, what will happen? So Spirit, if pile 1 chose to take path A, what will happen? So what will happen if you take this action? So what action? So you got to ask yourself, what action are you thinking about taking? So maybe it's walking away from something. Maybe it's actually starting something new. So ask yourself what path you would like to split it up into. So for example, let's say if it's a relationship, what will happen if you walked away from the relationship, or this relationship you're asking about for path A? What will happen if you stay for path B? So decide on what path you want to kind of put with what. If you did this, it'll be path A. If you did that, it'll be path B. So take a minute to do that. And we're going to start with path A. So what will happen if you chose to take the action of path A? Or even saying maybe starting a new job. Maybe some of you guys starting a new job, or maybe collaborating with someone. So maybe you'll pick for path A, for example. What will happen if you collaborated with someone, or even got in a relationship with someone? What will happen if this will be path A? If you chose not to, what will happen? Will be path B. But you guys could place it however you feel fits for you. And look at the answers from Spirit. And this card is a number 9 card. And number 9s talk about completions. So maybe for some of you, you guys are thinking about maybe ending something. It's not going to be for everyone. Some of you are probably thinking about for beginning something. But the number 9 does deal with endings and completions. Alright, Spirit. For those who chose this question, if they decided to take path A, Spirit, what will happen if they chose to take path A? What will happen if they chose to take path A? Alright, so we have 2 cards coming out. Start with that. So we have the 9 of Cups. And we also have the 8 of Wands. So the 9 of Cups speak of wish fulfillments. So for those who chose this question, if you choose to take path A, Spirit is saying that your wishes, what you've been wanting, will manifest. It will come true. And not only will it manifest very quickly. So if you chose to take path A when it comes to this question on what will happen if you chose path A in this situation, Spirit is saying that your wishes, what you've been waiting for, will come true. And not only that, it will come in very quickly for you. All right, let's get some more cards. If they chose to take path A, Spirit, what will happen? Actually, I want to grab, I'm going to grab some more from this one here. What will happen, Spirit, if they chose to take path A in this situation? All right, we have 2 coming up. I am going to take these cards in the upright position. All right, so we have the Sun card. We have the Sun card, and the Sun card is like one of the happiest cards in the deck. This speaks of happiness, enjoyment, childlike, wonder. This is a very, very happy card, and it does speak of your wishes coming true as well. So if you choose to take path A in this situation, Spirit is saying that you're going to be happy. You're going to feel enjoyment as like a child. So this is a very positive card. So those of you who are thinking about taking path A, Spirit is saying that you will actually be happy with this decision. And I just want to let you guys know, this is a pick a card reading. So just use your discernment. So use your discernment and really go with what you feel like in your heart is right. All of these, like this answer isn't going to be right for everyone. So you do have to use your discernment, like I said. And we also have the 8 of Cups as well. And the 8 of Cups speaks of walking away from something. And as you see, we also have the 9 of Cups. So you can see that this person in this card is walking away from the 8 of Cups right here. So they're leaving something behind. So maybe some of you guys are thinking about leaving something behind in the past, walking away from it. And Spirit is saying that if you were to make this choice, this decision, that there will be happiness. Your wishes will be fulfilled. You will experience joy. And after the 8 of Cups does come the 9 of Cups. So you can see it's also like this person is walking away from a situation. Maybe it's an emotional situation, something that you do have your emotions tied up in. And next, after the 8, does come the number 9. And there's a wish fulfillment that's going to happen. And like I said, everyone, please use your discernment. These messages aren't for everyone. So you do have to use your discernment on what to do in the situation you're asking about. All right. So I do want to grab another deck. Let's see here. I am going to list the decks that I'm using in the description box, okay? So these cards here do have reversals on them. And in this deck, because it does have the upright meaning and the reversal meaning on it, I will take these how they come out, whether it be upright or reversed. So Spirit, what will happen if they chose path A? If pile 1 chose path A in this situation, what will happen? All right, so we have the Magician in the upright position. Magician. And this card here says resourceful creator. All right. So for those who chose, if you choose path A, Spirit is saying that basically you'll be able to manifest your dreams. So what I'm getting is that for some of you guys, maybe you're dealing with a situation that you don't know what path to take right now. And what I'm getting is that Spirit is saying that maybe this situation is kind of holding you back from creating the life that you want, from you experiencing happiness. But if you were to choose path A to do this thing that you put with path A, Spirit is saying that you'll be able to manifest your dreams. You'll be able to be a creator of what you want your life to look like. And from here, what I'm seeing is that you want a happy life. You want to feel enjoyment. You want your wishes and your dreams to come true. Let's take one more card from this deck here. This one doesn't want to come up, so we're going to actually take that one once I get it flipped over. All right, so we have Strength. So we have the Strength card, but it's in reverse. So this says lacking confidence. All right, the Strength card in reverse, lacking confidence. So for some of you guys, maybe you don't really feel confident in your ability to make the right choice. When it comes to making a decision on what to do. All right, so let's see. We're going to get one guidance card for this path here. We're going to get one guidance card for this path here. Since, it's seeming like some of you guys aren't having the confidence to make this choice when it comes to choosing path A, this thing that you want to do with choosing path A. Spirit, could they please have a guidance card when it comes to getting the strength, having the strength to make this choice, path A? And, you know, if you do decide to take path A, it doesn't make it a right or a wrong decision. So, you know, okay? It's just a choice. In life, we have many choices, and they all lead to something. But don't look at it if you choose path A as like, oh, this is a bad decision, or oh, this is a good decision. Some choices they do have a better outcome than maybe making another choice. You know, that's always possible. All right, so we actually have 2 cards coming up. So we have a leap. You go first. The universe will catch you. All right, so it really seems like Spirit is, you know, really telling you guys that if you were to choose path A, that you could feel confident that if you do make this leap of faith and taking this path, making this choice, that the universe is going to back you. The universe is going to catch you, it says. So this lack of confidence that you guys have on making this decision, on picking path A, Spirit wants you to know that they'll be there to support you with this leap card. Okay, the other card that we have is Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. All right, and this kind of resonates as well with this card that we have, the leap card. Spirit is just kind of trying to drive home the point that you're not alone. So the decision that you make, that you will be supported. You will be supported by your spiritual team, your ancestors, and Spirit. All right, so that is what the outcome will be if you were to choose path A. Now let's see if you were to choose path B. Let's put these back here. So for those of you who chose this card here and you would like to know, well, what will happen if you were to choose path B, let's see what Spirit has to say. All right. I am going to pause this video so you don't have to watch me just clean these cards up. Be right back. All right. So now we're going to go with what will happen if we were to choose path B. So if you were to choose path B, what will happen? What happens if I take this action, and what effect will it have on my life? All right. So I'm going to stick with the same decks that we used to pull for path A. So Spirit, what will happen? What will be the outcome in Pile 1's life if they were to choose path B when it comes to this action they're thinking about taking? So just remember that tarot is not set in stone. It is used to kind of help clarify some of the questions and feelings that you already had. All right, so like I said, use your discernment on whatever action it is that you're deciding to take or that you do take. Use your discernment on what's best for you. It'll be different for everyone. All right, so Spirit, what will happen if Pile 1 chose to take path B? What will happen if they choose to take the path B? Ooh, I'm feeling hot. Starting to feel hot. All right, interesting. We have the Page of Cups that's coming out. And we also have the 8 of Cups coming out again for path B. All right, and pages are students, so this seems like it's a young, innocent, emotional type of energy that's here. And then we also have the 8 of Cups as well. And the Eight of Cups, like I said, it does speak of walking away from something. So let's grab some more cards. What will happen if Pile 1 chose to take path B? Spirit, what will happen? Well, I can take that card. All right, that is a lot that came out, so what will happen? All right, so we have the Queen of Pentacles. What will happen if they chose to take path B? We have two coming out here. We'll take those. We have the Three of Pentacles. And we also have the Magician. All right. So we had the Eight of Cups and the Magician come out in path A. So let's see here. Let me put this here. Try to make some room. All right. So what I'm getting from this card here, for those who, if you want to know what will happen if you were to choose path B, with the Queen of Pentacles here, it does show stability. It shows material stability. And it also has the Three of Pentacles, which speaks of partnership, working together as well. So for some of you guys, if you were to choose path B, maybe this is some of you thinking about actually maybe sticking in a job that you already have because it already gives you financial stability. Or if you're working with someone, collaborating with someone, or something along the lines of that it's actually allowing you to kind of have some type of comfortability. We have the Magician as well that speaks of manifesting. So also, you guys probably feel like, hey, if I do choose path B, you know, I'm able to kind of create the life that I want to live. As long as I'm collaborating with this person or with the situation or this thing, that I'm able to have this stability. And we have the Eight of Cups and the Page of Cups as well. So for some of you guys, maybe the situation that you're asking about, or this person could be someone who's young, youthful, or maybe it's something that you kind of just started. This situation may be new, but maybe it's not giving you, you're missing something from it. There's something that you're missing, because with the Page of Cups, it's not like it's the King of Cups or the Queen of Cups, where it's an energy of someone who's masterful in this Cups energy. So this is someone who is still learning. And maybe because this person or this thing doesn't really have the established feeling that you want, that you're actually thinking about walking away from it, even though it may bring you security. Even though working with this person or the situation or thing is bringing you some type of security. But I want to get some more clarification on the Page of Cups and the Eight of Cups here. Let's get some clarification on that. Let's see. I'm going to grab another tarot deck. Next, Spirit, to please clarify the Page of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Spirit, may you please clarify the Page of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Okay, Spirit, may you please clarify the Page of Cups. All right, so we do have the Fool card coming out. So, like I said, for some of you guys, maybe this situation or this thing you're asking about is something that's new. it's new for you guys, because we have the Fool card, and the Fool card does speak of something new, stepping out on something new. So it's like the start of something, like the Fool is about to start his journey. So maybe you guys aren't that confident in sticking around in this situation or sticking around with this thing. You don't maybe have the confidence in it, even though it is bringing you some type of stability. But maybe you're not confident on how long that stability might last, or there's just some other areas that you're just not feeling really that confident in, because we have the Page of Cups, which, like I said, speaks of a youthful energy. And the Fool card does also give off that youthful type of energy as well. Can you clarify the Eight of Cups, Spirit? Clarify the Eight of Cups. Clarify the Eight of Cups, Spirit. And like I said, I'm only taking these cards upright from this deck. Clarify the Eight of Cups, Spirit. That is a lot of cards. Just one card, please. All right, so we have the Three of Swords, clarifying the Eight of Cups. The Three of Swords, that's clarifying the Eight of Cups. So maybe there's something that happened. There's something that happened that really broke your heart, made you very disappointed, and that may be the reason why you're thinking about walking away. So maybe some of you guys are really thinking about choosing path B, because in this situation here, you were let down, you were disappointed, and now it has you thinking about walking away from this situation. Although there are some really lovely things here, you know, there's some pros with the situation, but also there is some type of disappointment and heartbreak as well that has you thinking about choosing another path. All right, so let's grab from another deck here. We're going to use this deck here. It's a tarot deck, and it does, like I said, it has the reversals on this, and we'll take it if it does come out reversed or upright. I think this deck was meant to be read either way. All right, so let's see. We have the Knight of Wands in upright position. It says swept off your feet. All right, so maybe the situation here that you're asking about, maybe you were, what I'm getting is that maybe some of you guys, when you have this opportunity offered to you, that you were swept off your feet with it. Maybe you weren't expecting it. Maybe you weren't expecting it to go in the way where, which way it did, where it brings you this security when it comes to the material world. So it kind of caught you by surprise. And also another way this could be read is that maybe the situation that happened, this heartbreak, this disappointment that happened as well, kind of caught you off guard too and swept you off your feet. But I'm kind of more so getting the energy of that this person or this situation actually took you by surprise in a good way, because we don't have this in a reversal. It's not reversed. So maybe you were very surprised by the opportunities, or maybe the amount of passion that the situation offered you or offers you. Let's grab one more. What will happen if pile 1 chose path B in the situation, Spirit? What will happen if they chose to take the action of path B? All right, we have 7 of Coins. a lack of growth. So 7 of coins in a reverse, which is equivalent to the 7 of pentacles, is a lack of growth. So in this situation, what I'm getting right now is that although you do have the security right now, but Spirit is saying that there will come a point in a time where there's going to be a lack of growth, where you're going to kind of hit like a wall eventually. And that's a possibility, you know, for some of you guys. But we have the 7 of coins in reverse, and that's showing a lack of growth. So you guys are going to be trying to possibly manifest something here and try to continue to grow. And you're going to realize that you're not able to grow anymore from the situation if you were to choose path B. That you're going to end up becoming maybe stagnated and stuck at a point that is as far as you could go. All right, so let's get some guidance. Guidance when it comes to taking path B. Spirit, could you please give pile 1 some guidance if they were to take path B? Okay, we have 2 cards coming out here. So we have Pleiades, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. And we also have deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. All right. So double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. And I'm looking at the double mission here, and it's reminding me of this path, the path A and path B that you guys have to choose from, because we also have a double mission here. So channeling and uplifting humanity. I'm going to come back to this one. But deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held. I want to go to the book and read both of these guidance cards. We have deep replenishment. Here. So deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held. The most selfless thing you could do is to fill up your own inner well. When we are running around half filled, we subconsciously look to things and people around us to give us the nourishment and nurturing that we so deeply crave. Nothing can grow in barren lands. You are no good to anyone if you're running on empty. The feminine is bountiful, fertile, and rich. Tend to your own well and watch as the amount you have to give multiplies. If your inner well isn't full, you will find yourself craving things from the outside world to fill it. This is our body's instinctive way of reaching for the grounding and nurturing that we are not allowing ourselves. What nourishes you? What refuels your body? What is nectar for your soul? What brings you back to life? What is your secret medicine? What makes you feel abundant and fertile, overspilling with life? It may be gardening, arranging flowers, getting a massage, using luxurious essential oils, snuggling up on a couch, hiking, sipping a good cup of coffee at your favorite cafe, attending a women's circle, reading about sacred sites, spontaneous bike rides, walking along the beach, or yin yoga. What nourishes you is your medicine. When you give yourself the medicine that you need to be nourished, you nourish all those around you, for there is more than enough to go around. So do something that deeply replenishes you today. So this card here is saying that I guess this situation probably is taking a lot out of you. If you were to choose path B, if it's not now, then there's a possibility that it will start to possibly drain you. Maybe physically, it'll start to drain you, or emotionally, it will start to drain you. And Spirit is saying that you do have to remember to fill your own well up. So those of you who picked pile 1, if you're thinking about taking path B, like the 7 of coins said in reverse, you will start to experience a lack of growth in the situation. And it's possible because it's going to be taking a lot of energy from you. And we also have Pleiades, double mission, channeling, and uplifting humanity. So let's see what that card says in the book. Okay. The Pleiadians are a group of star beings dedicated to raising the vibration of the planet and sharing new consciousness throughout creation and technology. They have been incarnated on Earth since near the beginning of humanity. You are a soul who has a double mission: to grow at a soul level and to raise the vibration of the planet. If you have been called to write, speak, or channel, this is your sign to keep doing it. Your work is divinely guided. Of all the souls, Pleiadians are the chattiest, and so perhaps you have already started channeling some of this work into the third dimension. Thank you for doing your part in the great plan. You preserve and unique light is needed. All right. So what I'm getting from this guidance card is Spirit is telling you that you're here for a greater purpose. So maybe if you were to choose path B and you do get stuck and not being able to grow anymore, that you're not going to be able to fulfill what your purpose is here on this earth. And that is uplifting humanity in the greatest possible way that you can. And maybe a lot of you guys are doing some great work right now to help humanity and uplift them. But if you were to choose path B, that you would come to a point where your soul is going to be urging and craving for more and greater. All right. All right. So pile 1, that is your reading. So I wish you all the very best on whatever decision that you choose to take. And I'm sending you all love. Hello and welcome to those who chose pile 2 or chose the green color. Your question is, what advice can help me love myself more? All right, so we're going to get some messages from Spirit on what advice Spirit has that can help you love yourself more. And this is the number 47 card. All right. So I am going to list all the decks I'm using in the description box, in the description section. In Spirit, we're asking what advice could help pile 2 love yourself more. So I just want to let you guys know that I am not a therapist or doctor. Please reach out to the appropriate person and resources if you guys will like to have some professional advice if you're going through anything. All right, so these readings here, I must say, for YouTube purposes, is for entertainment purposes only. All right. So if you guys are looking for professional advice, please reach out to a professional. All right, so Spirit, what advice can help how to love themselves more? Maybe some of you are going through having maybe some low self-esteem or not really feeling confident in yourself or your abilities right now. Or maybe you guys feel like you're putting up with the situation or have been putting up with the situation that you feel like isn't really good for you. That could be maybe a job or coworkers or a boss you have to deal with. That you feel like maybe they're kind of stepping over your boundaries, or maybe you guys, like I said, just aren't really feeling that confident right now and dealing with some low self-esteem. And, you know, there's no judgment pass here. We all go through times and situations where we're not feeling confident, where we're feeling like our self-esteem is pretty low. And, you know, it's very important to be able to find out what's the reason why you're feeling like that. what's causing that? Is it a person? Is it an environment that's causing you to feel like you're not loving yourself the way that you should be? Maybe that you're not taking care of yourself the way that you feel like you should be. So it'll be different for everyone. But it's very important. Self-love and self-care is very important. That's the first step of us being able to love others, is that we love ourselves. And even though, you know, we may feel that we're capable of loving others, possibly more than we love ourselves, that's just a sign that we're kind of taking from our cup and giving it to others, but we're not able to really love others in the best capacity when we're not even able to really love ourselves in the best capacity that we can. All right, so Spirit, what advice can help how to love themselves more? All right, so we already have 2 cards coming out. I am going to take these cards upright. So we have heartache and loss. Number 3 card, heartache and loss. And this is equivalent to the 3 of Swords. And that's very interesting because we have this question card that's asking what could help you love yourself more. So some of you guys are dealing with heartache and loss, or just dealing with heartache, or just dealing with a loss. So maybe some of you guys have been betrayed. You're dealing with betrayal from someone or a situation. Could be in a love relationship. It could be a family member or a friend. Or it could even be, you know, with a job, or maybe with a home or finances. But this is equivalent to the 3 of Swords. So some of you guys are dealing with some type of heartache or loss or disappointment, betrayal. And we also have firm foundation. This is the number 4 card, and this is equivalent to the 4 of Wands. And the 4 of Wands speak of some type of a union. It could be a marriage. It could be, you know, it speaks of stability as well. So the 4 does speak of stability. So maybe some of you guys are dealing with a loss of stability right now. And that could be in a relationship. It could be in a marriage. It could be maybe with a job or a home. But you guys are dealing with some type of a loss and heartache when it does come to feeling stable. All right, let's get some more cards out here. We have number 6 card, third eye chakra. The third eye chakra. So the third eye deals with intuition. It deals with I see. It deals with clairvoyance and higher levels of consciousness as well. Let's get some clarification on this third eye chakra. It's a lot of blue. Well, these 2 cards have a lot of blue in it. Like I said, it does, the color blue, or well, actually this is like an indigo color, like a purplish blue. Let's get some clarification on the third eye chakra. All right, Spirit, could you clarify this third eye chakra? Maybe some of you guys aren't really using your intuition when it comes to being able to love yourself more. Or maybe you do have an intuitive feeling on what to do in order to love yourself more. Maybe some of you guys actually do know, but you're just not following what your intuition is telling you. That's going to help you to love yourself more. And number 6 also deals with harmony. It deals with love. So some of you guys are probably not feeling balanced right now. You're not feeling like you're in harmony right now. And, you know, like I said, the number 6 also does deal with love. So, you know, you guys are seeking advice on what you can do to help love yourself more. So you guys are feeling an imbalance when it comes to self-love. Let's get some clarification on the third eye chakra. Spirit, can you please clarify the third eye chakra? So we have number 7 card, 7 of Pentacles. I'm sorry, this is 8. 8. This is the 8 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Pentacles speak of mastering something. Being able to master something. Can you get clarification on the third eye chakra? Alright, so we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords is a fast-moving energy. Knights are messengers as well. The swords deal with the mental space. So maybe for some of you guys, you might be overthinking. You might be overthinking some things. And really probably in your headspace more than actually using your intuition. Can you get another card to clarify the third eye chakra? All right, and we also have the 7 of Pentacles. It's interesting because we have the 8 of Pentacles as well. So we have the 7 and the 8 of Pentacles. And the 7 of Pentacles talk about patiently waiting for something to happen. Maybe for your hard work to pay off. So maybe you guys are sitting around and waiting for a change to happen. And what I just heard is that maybe some of you guys need to take a mental rest. You need to take a rest. Can we get another card to clarify the third eye chakra? One more card, please, Spirit. We have the Chariot card. And with the Chariot card, it does speak of positive movement ahead. We do have the energy of balance because we do have a black and a white Sphinx. I believe that's what that is. So Spirit is definitely saying that you do have to find some type of a balance. Maybe a type of balance when it comes to your work life, or maybe because we have the Pentacles here. So it could also talk about work. Maybe some of you guys are overworking yourself. Maybe you're in a field where you do have to use a lot of your mental to do your job, or whatever it is that you guys are doing. But there is this need for balance. There is a need for balance in order to move positively in the future. All right, so I'm gonna grab this deck here. This is a new deck that I have. This is from Intuit Tarot. And I actually got a trio. This is one deck from their trio. Intuit Trio Soul Expansion series. And this one here is the Empower deck. So let's see what else Spirit has to say when it comes to advice on loving yourself more. Spirit, what advice you have for Pile 2 when it comes to them loving themselves more? What advice do you have for Pile 2 when it comes to loving themselves more? Okay, we have one card that came out. Being honest is not always easy, but it is empowering to speak your truth. Okay. Being honest is not always easy, but it is empowering to speak your truth. So for some of you guys, maybe you're holding back. This is a canary bird. And I believe canaries are very vocal. They're very vocal birds. But Spirit is saying that it's important for you to be able to speak your truth and stand up for yourself. That's one way you can go about loving yourself more. Maybe you guys are holding back a lot of how you feel from others in order to maybe keep the peace, maybe not to start arguments, or, you know. The Spirit is saying that you speaking your truth is going to empower you. It's going to make you feel more empowered. So speak your truth more, Pile 2. We also have, when you understand there is no such thing as death, you can drop all fears. Okay. When you understand there is no such thing as death, you can drop all fears. So Spirit wants you to kind of get out of your, well, basically to not be scared, to drop your fears. Once you're able to drop your fears, speak your truth and not worry about what maybe other people are going to say or feel, but actually lighten yourself up when you speak your truth and drop the fear of being judged, maybe. That is going to help you to love yourself more. Let's get another card here. Be willing to look in the proverbial mirror regularly and embrace the light in the dark. That's interesting. Embrace the light and the dark. So we are made up, you know, of both light and dark. And none is better than the other. You know, we all have it in us. And, you know, I'm looking at the Chariot card here that has the black and the white as well. So being able to realize maybe that, you know, none of us are perfect. We're all unique, but none of us are perfect. And we got to be able to embrace our light and our dark side. Be able to embrace that we're not perfect. So with us, you know, we do all have things that we need to work on. There's great things that we bring into this world. But also there's things that we do have to work on. And that's okay. Nobody's perfect. It's okay to just realize that we are made up of both. Sorry about that. We are made up of both light and dark. All right, so I do have a deck here, and this is the Dialectical Behavioral Therapy Skills card deck. I thought this would be a good add to the Oracle and the Tarot decks that I have. So this is, maybe some of you guys heard of DPT, and these cards actually have a lot of good advice when it comes to being able to deal with stress, being mindful. So it deals with, let's see, de-stress tolerance skills, mindfulness skills, emotional regulation, interpersonal effectiveness skills as well. So like I said, I am not a clinician. I am not a doctor. I'm not a therapist, but you know, these cards I feel like will have some great advice when it does come to dealing with those topics that's in these cards. So let's see, Spirit. What advice do you have for Pile 2 when it comes to them being able to love themselves more? What advice, Spirit, do you have for Pile 2 when it comes to them being able to love themselves more? Alright, so we have 3 cards coming out. So we have overcome boundaries to healthy emotions. Number 29, ask yourself, what am I thinking, feeling, and doing right now? How are they connected and influencing each other? If you're engaging in unhealthy thoughts or actions, ask yourself what the reward is. For example, do you get attention from others? Consider using healthier coping thoughts and alternative actions instead. We have number 19 card, use mindful breathing. Sit quietly and breathe, allowing your abdomen to expand and collapse like a balloon. Breathe in slowly, counting 1, 2, 3. Then exhale slowly, counting 1, 2, 3, 4. Find a slow, natural rhythm. Let go of thoughts. Allow your body and mind to relax. Practice today for 5 minutes. All right. Let's see what this other card is here. We have a number 1 card. Engage in pleasurable activities. Make a list of pleasurable activities, including activities used to enjoy that you no longer do, and commit to doing 1 pleasurable activity each day for the next week. Put it on your calendar to remind yourself. Be specific with what, where, when, and how. Start today. All right. So these are awesome things that Spirit is saying that you could do to love yourself more. And it's interesting because we got cards from different skill sets in this deck. So we have the emotional regulation skills, mindful skills, and de-stress tolerance skills here. So these are all things that you can use to help with decreasing your stress levels and also being mindful, practicing mindfulness every day, and to regulate your emotions. Because like we said, some of you guys are dealing with heartache and loss and some instability as well with this 4 of Wands card that we have back here. Okay, so thank you, Pile 2, for sticking around for this reading, and I'm wishing you all the best. Hi, to those who chose Pile 3, the number 32 card. Why did this person come into my life? And also for you all that resonated with the color blue as well. So the question here is, why did this person come into my life? So let's get some answers from Spirit on this individual that you're thinking of and want to know why they came into your life. Spirit, why did this person come into Pile 3's life? Why did this person come into Pile 3's life, Spirit? Right, why did this person come into Pile 3's life? And what I just noticed is that this is the number 32 card, and the 3 plus 2 does, when you add them up, equal 5. And the number 5 deals with change. So maybe this person that you're asking about came into your life to actually help you to change something, or to start you on a path of change. Or maybe there are some things you guys already know that has changed in your life since this person's been in it. Yeah, why did this person come into pile 3 life? Why did this person come into pile 3's life, Spirit? Why did this person come into pile 3 life? And I am taking these cards upright in this deck here. So we have one card that came out. Let's see what we have here. So we have Knight of Wands. All right. So for some of you guys, maybe this person has come into your life to spark some type of passion. Ooh, my throat chakra. I feel like it's closing up right now. After doing the first 2 readings, that was a lot. So we do have the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is a messenger, and it's a passionate messenger. Deals with spirit, the energy of spirit. So this person possibly came into you guys' life to kind of start you on a path of being passionate when it does come to your spirit in some way. Why did this person come into pile 3 life, Spirit? All right, so we have the 3 of Wands. And the 3 of Wands also speaks of, it's the energy of passion and spirit as well. But the 3 of Wands speak of planning something. So maybe this person is probably helping to push you guys on a path of being able to plan something that's important in your life. We have the 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords deal with feeling defeated. So maybe you guys at one point was feeling defeated in your life, and maybe you kind of gave up hope. And this person came into your life to kind of help you to start getting passionate about life again, or passionate about a certain situation or thing. Spirit, why did this person come into pile 3 life? We have 2 cards coming out here. So we have the 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups is a very happy card, an emotionally happy card. So this person is probably helping to put you on a path to start to find your happiness again. After maybe a period of feeling defeated, to start getting on that path of finding out what you're passionate about, or starting back up something that you were passionate about. Maybe to bring some type of happiness and enjoyment in your life, your family life, your life. And we also have the Temperance card. And the Temperance card does deal with being able to transcend energy. It speaks of balance as well, being able to find balance, but it speaks of transcending energy. So maybe taking this energy that you guys are feeling of being defeated and transmute that energy into maybe a passionate energy to bring life back into your life. So it seems like this person that came into your life in order to bring some type of positivity into your life. To be, bring good energy. So if this isn't resonating with you so far, when it comes to this person you're thinking about, then this might not be your pal. But this individual here, what I'm seeing is that they're definitely coming in to bring positivity, a change, to help you transmute energy that's maybe negative into a positive energy, and to help you find some type of balance in your life. Okay, I'm going to grab another deck. Let's see. So this deck here does have reversals. So I am going to take these cards how they come out, whether it be upright or reverse. Spirit, why did this person come into pile 3's life? So we have 2 cards that came out. We have the Ace of Coins, new beginnings. All right, so the Ace of Coins, the aces deal with new beginnings. So yeah, this person, you know, like I said, is here to kind of start you on a new path, a new stable type of energy they're bringing in. We have this hand that's offering something that's new. We actually had 3 cards come out. So we have Justice upright, and the Justice upright card speaks of fairness and balance. And that goes back to this Temperance card that we have that came out with balance. So this person is here to help you find your balance, to help you get justice in your life. And we have the Death card in reverse. And the Death card in reverse speaks of internal change. It says internal change. So yeah, this person is really here to help you with making a change. And like I said, in this question card we have here with 32 adding up to number 5, and speaking of change, that this person is here to help you with making some sort of a change. And the change right here with Death, it speaks of transformation and a change. And the type of change that this person is here to help you with is an internal change. So there's something internally that you guys in pile 3 need to work on, and this person here is to help you to make that change. All right, so I'm gonna grab another deck here. Actually, we're gonna use this deck here. This is the Moonology Oracle deck. Let's see, what kind of change spirit is this person here to help pile 3 with? And it might be different for everyone, you know. But let's get some clarification on what types of changes that this person, or change that this person is here to help you with. We'll grab a few from this one here. What type of change spirit is the person that pile 3 is thinking about here to help them with? So we definitely know an internal change. We know an internal change because with that Death card reverse, it said internal change. So what else, Spirit? What kind of change is this person here to help pile 3 with? So we have a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. And in this card, we have the balancing scales as well. So this does speak of balance. And we also have the Justice card upright. And it also speaks of fairness and balance. So for some of you guys, this person may be a new romantic partner that you have in your life. And they're here in your life to bring you justice. Maybe you've been done wrong in the past in previous relationships or situations. And it was imbalance, it was unfair. And maybe that left something in you where you still feel like this imbalance. And maybe some of you guys want to know, well, you know, is this person here that you're asking about what they came into your life for, someone that's going to bring you balance? And it seems like this person is here to bring a change and bring you some type of balance. A new romantic cycle begins. All right. What type of change spirit did this person come into pile 3 life for? What kind of changes it is that they are bringing? We have communication is key, new moon in Gemini. All right, so this person may have came into your life to kind of to bring the change maybe in how you communicate, maybe how you communicate your love in your romantic relationships. Maybe you might be an individual who don't communicate very well, or don't know the best way for you to communicate what it is that you want and how you feel. And maybe this person is more so have a personality or characteristics with them where they're able to communicate very well what their needs are. This person could be someone who's very balanced when it comes to their emotions and communication. So this person right here might be sparking up something in you guys where you guys are going to see that there's some changes in your communication, how you communicate in your romantic relationship, how you communicate with your partner. Maybe you guys are going to see how this person communicates in a relationship, and you're going to take from that and learn from that and work on the way that you communicate as well. Let's grab one more. What change is it, Spirit, that this person is, what change is this person sparking in pile 3? What change did they come into your life for? And, I had said, earlier on in the reading about my throat chakra kind of closing up. And, the throat chakra does deal with communication. And you guys also picked the color blue as well. And the color blue does deal with the throat chakra as well. So maybe for some of you guys have difficulty communicating in your relationships. And this person is here to help you to balance maybe your emotions, and to help you work on being able to communicate more effectively in your romantic relationships, or just in your relationships in general. Let's get one more card from here. What change, Spirit, is this person in piles 3 by 4? What change? This is a couple here. Just one more card, please. What change is this person here to help pile 3 with? What change, Spirit? Let's take this one here. That's 2. Let's take this top one. So a time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. A time to give rather than take. All right, so Virgo does deal with like the energy of softness. That's what I get from Virgo. There's an energy of softness, being able to sit back and analyze the situation. So what I'm getting here is this person is coming in to probably teach you guys how to, maybe in conversations, to more so give a listening ear than take. Maybe to be an individual where you're allowing your partner to speak and express themselves, and to really listen into what they're trying to communicate to you. All right, so I'm going to grab one more deck to finish this reading up. And let's see. This deck is from the Intuit Trio Soul Expansion series, and it does have three decks. This deck here is the healing deck. So I felt like it was a good idea to grab this deck here to see what this person is coming in to help you change. To help you change and heal. Spirit, what did this person come into piles 3 life to help them change? Or just the reason why they came into their life as well. But this seems like this person came into your life to help you make a change for most of you guys. So what change is it, Spirit, that this person is helping pile 3 with? Good change, Spirit. Is this person coming in to help pile 3 with? All right. So we have forgiveness. Forgiveness. So, all right. So this person is coming in to help you with being able to forgive more. Being able to forgive. And like I said, with this new moon in Virgo, the energy of softness. Being able to forgive. And I do want to go to the book to just get some more on this new moon in Virgo. Let's see. So new moon in Virgo. When this card comes up, it's time for you to take stock of your situation. Where are you and where do you want to go? The new moon energy of this card suggests a restart, and the Virgo energy suggests you make the restart a clever one that's simple and well organized. Virgo also has a strong health aspect to it. So if you've been unwell, this card suggests that your health is on the up. Virgo loves clean eating and alternative therapy, so add these into your routines now, however you've been feeling. If a situation is blocked at the moment, it could be that you're overanalyzing things or being too critical. It's time to ask less what someone else can do for you, and to think more about what you can do for others. All right. So, yeah. So being able to forgive, and maybe not ask for others so much, like, well, what could you do for me? And kind of look inward, turn inward. Make that internal change, like the death card that came up here said, internal change. So being able to make that change and being able to communicate better and not look for maybe fault so much always in the other person, if that's something that some of you do, and being able to forgive others and to be able to clearly communicate, find balance in being able to clearly communicate what your needs are and how you're feeling. Let's get another card here. Okay, that is too many. What is this person coming in to help? All right. So past lives. This gives me the energy of the 6 of Cups with past lives. So maybe some of you guys are working on healing some trauma from the past. And this could be the reason why some of you guys are having a hard time with communicating. Maybe you guys are dealing with some trauma that's kind of blocking you from being able to communicate effectively. So being able to work on past traumas, past pain, and past hurt that is blocking you guys is very important. And this person is here to help you with that. Maybe to spark up some type of spark to get you guys passionate about working on being able to show up in communication more effectively. All right, let's grab, I'm going to grab another deck so that we can get some guidance. And we'll wrap this reading up. Spirit, what guidance do you have for pile 3 when it comes to this reading? What guidance do you have for pile 3, Spirit? Some guidance for pile 3, please. Some guidance, please, Spirit, for pile 3. Ooh, that is a lot. So, let's see. How many do we have here? Yeah. Way too many. Way too many. Guidance, please, Spirit. Okay. We'll just take it because there's a lot of guidance I guess Spirit has for you guys. We have Mintaken. I feel like I'm pronouncing that wrong, so my apologies. Mintaken. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So maybe some of you guys, you're longing for maybe a relationship where you're feeling comfortable, where you feel protected, secure, having the ability to express yourself. Maybe in the past, in some past relationships, maybe your partner didn't allow you to express yourself, and you kind of build up some type of trauma response where you're not speaking effectively anymore. But you're longing for someone to make you feel comfortable when you communicate your wants and your needs. We have Pleiades, double mission channeling and uplifting humanity. And this card came out in one of the other piles as well. So maybe some of you guys will be drawn to that pile. I believe it was pile 2, if I'm not mistaken. Double mission channeling and uplifting humanity. So I feel like once you guys are able to heal this trauma or this communication issue that you're having, that you'll be able to better uplift humanity with being able to channel as well. Channel messages from spirit, being able to speak clearly what's on your mind. We have take a break. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. All right, so spirit wants you to break a cycle that you guys have been in. And like I said, it could be related to your communication. You're not having effective communication. So spirit is saying to get off the treadmill of doing what it is that you've been doing that's not working for you. And we have warrior woman. Have you answered your deepest calling? And we have this person here that has a sword. And swords does speak about the mental energy to ear. So have you answered your deepest calling? So spirit is saying to get clear on what it is that you need to do. Maybe you are being called, like with this Pleiades card, double mission channeling and uplifting. So maybe some of you guys are being called for something, but you're not able to answer that calling or have the mindset, the clarity, because either you're overthinking, like with that new moon and energy, new moon in Virgo was stating, maybe you're overanalyzing something. But spirit wants you to get clear, get in a clear headspace, so that way you can answer your deepest calling. Let's get an angel card. I'm sorry. This is a little bit longer than what I expected it to be, but I think the more answers and clarification we have, the better, I guess, for you guys to move forward. So these are angel oracle deck. So let's just get some cards from the angels, guardian angels, some guidance from the guardian angels. What guidance, angels, do you have for pile 3 to wrap this reading up, please? What guidance that will help them with this reading? All right. Manifestation. All right. Manifestation. So what I'm getting from this card here is that pile 3, you'll be able to better call in your manifestations once you do work on this communication issue that you're having. Maybe you guys are wanting to manifest something. You've been thinking about manifesting something. Maybe it's a relationship, a romantic relationship where you're feeling loved, you're feeling supported, you're feeling like this is your person, and you're calling that in. So being able to work on these things that spirit was speaking of and getting a clear mind, you'll be able to call in that energy of reciprocity in a relationship that you want, possibly, or maybe it's something else that you're manifesting. Maybe you're manifesting healing. So Spirit wants you to dig deep, work on what it is that is kind of stopping you from being able to answer your deepest calling, and to also help with uplifting humanity. But Spirit did say that you do have to get off the treadmill of doing the same things that you've been doing that's not bringing you any type of change. All right. Thank you, Pal 5, for watching this reading, and I'm wishing you all the best.